Top 8 Habits to Lose Weight Fast. Welcome back to the channel WISGRAM, where you can get practical wisdom for money, investing, success, and more. In today's video, I'll be sharing the top 8 habits to lose weight fast. But before we begin, please give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so that you wouldn't miss any of our new videos that will be uploaded every week. Now, let's get started. Most people think that the only way to lose weight is to either spend most of the time at the gym or eat minimum food. However, Ashvini Mashru, author of Small Steps to Slim and Wellness Nutrition Concepts LLC owner, states that sustainable weight loss does not happen in one shot. Instead, a person has to make small changes in his or her existing lifestyle to make it possible. On the other hand, Bridget Zeitlin, founder of the New York-based Busy Nutrition, explains how fad diets are expected to fail in the long run. She mentions that these diets may temporarily lose weight, but usually come back over time. With this said, instead of being so hard on your body, try to adopt these 8 habits to lose weight fast. Number 1. Avoid fat-free products. Well, who wouldn't fall for the terms reduced fat or low fat? These products tend to have a positive image, so most people tend to eat twice as much of these foods. While most people think that these foods contain fewer calories, these foods are very different from fruits and vegetables, which are naturally low in fat. Carrie Cooey, a dietitian at Houston Methodist, says reduced fat products contain almost the same number of calories per serving as full-fat versions. She suggests concentrating on eating healthy fats rather than looking for low-fat products. These healthy fats include monounsaturated fats found in whole foods and omega-3 fats found in oily fishes. In any case, the best way to achieve weight loss is to avoid getting fooled by low-fat labels. Number 2. Get enough sleep a day. According to the National Sleep Foundation, adults should sleep between 7 and 9 hours per day. Without an adequate amount of sleep, the appetite-controlling hormones commonly known as ghrelin and leptin become unbalanced, decreasing the chances of weight loss. Poor quality sleep slows down the body's conversion of calories to energy, called metabolism. When metabolism is negatively affected, the body may store unused energy as fat. Moreover, poor sleep also increases the production of insulin and cortisol, which also prompt fat storage, increasing the risk of incidence of obesity. Number 3. Avoid coffee on an empty stomach. According to a study published in the British Journal of Nutrition, drinking black coffee on an empty stomach significantly impacts people's blood sugar control. Conversely, there was no spike in blood glucose levels for those who had breakfast beforehand. Also, when you drink coffee without food, you get a lot of acidity in your system. Moreover, Harvard Health explains that consuming coffee while having food in the stomach slows down the caffeine effects. So drinking on empty stomach results in feeling the effects much faster. For some, coffee on an empty stomach might be harmless, but this sometimes triggers anxiety or panic, among others. Whatever the case may be, Leslie Langevin, a certified dietitian, recommends consuming coffee while eating a hearty breakfast. Number 4. Don't watch TV or listen to music while eating. Why? Because this simply leads to distracted eating. If you're watching TV or listening to music, it would be tough to focus on eating, leading to accidentally taking in more than you need. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, distracted eating doesn't just lead to more consumption at the moment. It also encourages you to eat more than necessary later on in the day. On the other hand, a study by the University of Vermont discovered that overweight participants who reduced their TV time by just 50% burned an additional 119 calories a day on average. Imagine, they lose 12 pounds a year. Number 5. Don't go to the grocery store while hungry. If you go food shopping on an empty stomach, you're bound to make poor food choices based on temporary cravings that will leave you wanting more later. A study reveals never to go grocery shopping when hungry. Researchers found that participants who hadn't eaten all afternoon chose more high-calorie foods than those given a snack right before going online grocery shopping. Hunger, according to science, might not only make you want to buy food, but it can also lead to a costly shopping spree. A study published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences relates unsatisfied hunger to a desire to buy non-food items. In addition, 379 volunteers participated in 5 behavioral studies as part of the study, and the findings show that hunger directly impacts how many items a person buys. So, hungry participants took more chips than those who were not. In other words, your empty belly may be to blame for your empty wallet. So make a shopping list in advance with everything you'll need for the week and stick to it. Number 6. Cut way down on soda. Who doesn't find soda a perfect pair to every food? According to the Centers for Disease Control, CDC, 49% of adults in the US intake one sugary drink every day, and 63% of young people drink at least one beverage with added sugar daily. However, Dr. Eddie Rodriguez Lopez, a primary care physician at Geisinger Medical Clinic, Lock Haven, says soda is far from healthy. He explains soda and other sugary soft drinks are one of the leading causes of obesity. Plus, it contains caffeine, which is a diuretic, leading to dehydration. Did you know that a 12-ounce can of soda contains about 140 calories and 32 grams of sugar? That's a lot compared to American Heart Association AHA's recommended daily intake of 25 grams of sugar for a woman and 36 grams for a man. So lower your sugar and calorie intake by cutting down on soda. You'll then lower the risk for weight gain and other metabolic issues like high blood pressure. Worst, the incidence of heart disease and stroke. Number 7. Don't drink bottled water. According to a recent study conducted by the State University of New York in Fredonia, bottled water contains high levels of microplastics. Microplastics are tiny bits of plastic debris pieces with 5 millimeters or less diameter. Microplastic is detected in over 93% of bottled water. And while the World Health Organization claims there is no proof that microplastic consumption harms your health, it remains a source of concern. Adults exposed to the toxins in plastic water bottles have been linked to greater rates of disease. People who consume a lot of bottled water, especially those with high levels of bisphenol A, BPA in their urine, are at risk for cardiovascular disease. In addition, they were more likely to develop type 2 diabetes than individuals with low concentrations of BPA in their bodies. So, even as the plastic industry seeks to develop new ways to make plastic bottles safer, it becomes clearer that the best course of action is to avoid drinking bottled water whenever possible. Number 8. Make a habit of eating salad. Salad, especially for breakfast, is a great way to start the day with nutrient-dense foods. They may also increase your mood and productivity, improve your digestion, and help you lose weight. Leafy green vegetables are nutrient-rich. Salad greens contain vitamin A, vitamin C, beta-carotene, calcium, folate, fiber, and phytonutrients. Because they don't contain cholesterol and are naturally low in calories and sodium, leafy greens are a fantastic choice for a healthy diet. Breakfast salads, in particular, may help with weight loss. They're high in fiber and water, but they also require a lot of chewing. This can lower appetite and increase fullness, causing you to consume less. Furthermore, the primary ingredients in most breakfast salads, fruits and vegetables, have a low calorie density. This means they provide little calories for the amount of space they take up in your stomach, which may help you lose weight. Furthermore, research associates high fruit and vegetable intakes to weight loss or less weight gain over time. Adding protein to your breakfast salad can help you feel more satisfied and less hungry. With the 8 habits mentioned, which do you practice or plan on adopting right away? Tell us in the comment section below. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you again soon in another one of our episodes. Once again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family so that they can enjoy it as well. With that said, have a wonderful day everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.